I'm gonna link it in the chat. Make sure I go sign up. There we go.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Riot Games. I snuck in here. I've been invited to chat with two very lovely people, of course, Tom and Sean, about something very special today. I'm not exactly sure what's happening. They just told me to come in here, you know, hang out, play some video games.
Yeah, a 2x KO Razor Kitsune. That's cool. The game looks like it's in like a complete state somewhat. It just needs characters.
Playtest towards the end of this year. It's going to be in August. Calling it Alpha Lab. This is the next step in building this game together with players. And so this is going to be a very early version of sort of our first draft of the whole game, not just core gameplay.
So it's not just the two characters on screen hitting each other and then assists coming in and stuff like this, but the actual around that, playing online against other human beings.
Yeah, exactly. So it's going to be an online play test. Offline play is there, but it won't be in this test. And you'll be able to play from at home, PC or Xbox or PlayStation 5. But the whole experience of like how you get into the game, what are the things to do other than fight. We have some great ideas, and we put them together.
He wants me to go fight scumbags in PvP.
And so it's going to be a little jank, but that's kind of the point. It's important that we hear your voice at an early enough stage where we can actually make changes.
So what characters are going to be in this build? I want to know.
Right, like the gameplay is there for everybody to mash on and have a good time, but the bones and the outline of all of the other systems in the game, like how you play against other humans, what the UX and UI and stuff like that looks like, all these other features around the game besides like I'm playing and hitting another character on the screen. So when people get a chance to play this at home, what kind of feedback are you looking for? You're not just looking for, I'm the Evo champion and the frame data on this needs to be different. You know, you're looking for everything, right? Like I went to play against my friend.
Darius. What about that? Nah, hold on. Because they're going to have a character playable at Evo. Champ 6. And I mean, that's probably definitely Jinx. They said, guess who it is? That's definitely Jinx. But I hope Jinx is playable. I'll probably do Yasuo and Jinx. Or Yasuo and Ari. That's the team I'm probably going to do. I don't think I care for Echo or Darius. Echo is probably gonna be broken though. I feel like Echo is gonna be so broken in the right hands.
It was hard to figure out how to play against them, or like
I feel like in the right hands he's gonna be.
What are you looking for, and what kind of feedback is helpful for you?
Yeah, exactly. This is our first draft of like sort of the whole game loop, right? So how you get into the game, how do you like play with your friends? We're trying some things that are, you know, some things that are
that's not the build we're getting. I hope we get one more.
And we want to get your feedback on how it's all holding together. What's your wish list? Like, based on what you're seeing, like what's missing?
Tag me in.
Yeah. Sean, tell us about the kind of cool
Wait, how long is this beta going to be? I want to know that.
To Tom's point, and kind of to your earlier point, this is really early, right? And so when it comes to the type of feedback we really do want to hear everything. Even like the push the glasses up, like actually that stuff's helpful. Yeah. You know, the larger parts of the game, the around game, even though it's very early, we want to hear about it.
Yeah, I get the sense you guys have direction. Like this is what we're thinking about doing. So, you know, it seems like feedback of like whether you think that's a cool place to go or not is good. And to your point that Tom just mentioned, it's not just, oh, this is all the stuff in the game, this is what I like about this, but things that are missing. If you're like, oh, I really wish this feature was in the game, right? Maybe you guys are already planning it, but maybe it's something you weren't thinking about and it might be useful, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, we're long-time fighting game players, and we just want to make a better future. And this is like the first step there, and it's the first step of many with players in this capacity where people can take it home and play with it.
All right, so this test is coming out. People are gonna get a chance to play it. So when I boot up the video game, if I get in, when I boot up the video game and it's time to play, like what do I have my hands on?
First and foremost, you know, we're gonna let people that get in be able to invite one other player to come in and play the game, which is really exciting.
Goodness.
So, you know, you get in there.
You don't gotta scramble for a key. I mean, you still will if you don't get in, but like, assuming one of your friends gets in,
we've seen so far
you can just ask them, yo, let me get that invite code.
There's gonna be a new champion to try out, and so you'll see things like, you know, Ari, who will have a little bit of an updated kit, a little bit easier to play, but still have that ceiling. You'll see other things like we'll have a new fuse called a pulse fuse, which is the recommended way to play it. It makes it much easier.
Whoa. Modern?
Called a pulse.
Press attack buttons rapidly for devastating combos. Oh. It's modern, or I mean, it's just auto combos. It's an auto combo fuse. I'm not using that.
Fuse, which
it's just an auto combo fuse. It's not. You don't get instant supers or nothing like that. Because I mean, everybody already has instant supers since like the game doesn't have any motion inputs. So it's not that type of modern. Everyone's already basically playing on modern. It's just auto combos. Think DBFZ. Like, you know how in DBFZ, if you mash the light button, it'll do like a full combo. That combo is not really good. I mean, some characters' auto combos are broken, UI Goku, but hey, it's like that.
Is the recommended way to play it. It makes it much easier and get to the fun more quickly, as well as some changes.
But you'd have to be using the fuse. You're drunk if you're using that over the other fuses, though.
Who will have?
In my opinion, you're drunk using that.
A little bit of an.
So you pick that over X Factor or Spark because that's a fuse. You don't just get it in this game.
But still have that ceiling. You'll see.
Or you pick that over 2 times assist.
Other things like
Nah, double down, combo your ults with your partner. You pick that over that? Freestyle handshake tag twice, mid combo, double mix, tag back, tag again. Or you take that over Fury, which is the one that which does Fury do again? Hold on.
Fuse.
Yeah, below 40% health, bonus damage, and special damage. That's basically Spark or X Factor. You pick that. You would? Y'all are drunk.
Called a pulse fuse.
Y'all are drunk,
is the
bro.
recommended way to play it. It makes it much easier and more.
I'm not picking that over that.
As well as some changes based on feedback we've heard around how long combos are. So we're reducing some of the outliers, and also we're upping some of the special damage and early combo damage.
I'm not picking that.
Make matches go a little bit more quickly.
Every time I see you two, they're like, yeah, you know, last time you guys mentioned this. It's basically been like every time I talk to somebody on the team, it's like, you know, you guys mentioned this last time, and in this build, this is new. So tell me what you think about it, right? It's been almost always universally, hey, some change or something that somebody mentioned last time is like in this version. So I'm sure the same kind of thing will happen. But I wanted to touch on this fuse that you were talking about a second ago. What's this new fuse situation like?
Our aspiration for this game is to make a game that's really fun right away, both for experienced players and like whatever your skill level like with fighting games. If you're brand new, if maybe like you played a lot of fighting games but you haven't played this kind of tag fighter, or if like you're, you know,
that's really gonna be a lot of people. Like, a lot of people don't.
No matter
play tag
your
games.
background, we want you to have fun right away.
And so we try a lot of things, and one of the things we land on is this pulse fuse. The way it works is you can mash light, medium, or heavy, and it will lead you into an auto combo.
Right.
And so
it's literally just DBFZ auto combo. Yeah.
Perfect.
And so, you know, that's great. And if you mash medium, you know, you get this.
Yeah, spend some meter.
Yeah, and spend some meter and it'll go into a super. And if you mash heavy,
I wonder if it's gonna be like a blue Vegeta situation, because blue Vegeta in DBFZ, the Big Bang attack is in the auto combo, and then they cancel the auto combo into another Big Bang attack. I wonder if they're gonna have stuff like that in this. Probably not. I don't know. Like the double Big Bang attack combos that blue Vegeta can do. I wonder if you can do that. Someone's auto combo is gonna be really broken. I'm telling you, someone's auto combo is gonna be so broken because they're gonna have some stupid move in it, and then they're gonna cancel it into like a normal combo with it, like how you can do a double Big Bang attack.
It goes right into your ult.
I'm telling you, someone's auto combo is gonna be broken.
Meter, you know,
someone's
to
is
ult, so it kind of protects you in that way. But the really cool thing about this fuse as
There's
well
no
is
escaping
you can flow between the options. So like, you know, you can hit this light.
Is that a character in the back?
You can flow between the.
What was that? Nah, that's a leaked character. You see that in the back? That's a leaked character. Who is that, chat? Your league experts. Who is that?
the options. So like, you know, you can hit this light, get into an air combo, switch to medium.
Next character is Jinx, and probably
it goes right into the other.
or whatever.
Once people start getting comfortable switching, you know, between the different lines of auto combo with Impulse, then they can start maybe like, oh, cool, I can kind of get an idea of how this character's combo.
Fighting has been balanced on release.
Blocks, you know,
Nah, Street Fighter 6. You didn't get a patch for a whole year in Street Fighter 6. I'd say it was pretty balanced, other than like, JP and Ken and Luke, but shit, dog. There's no there's no escaping those dudes. Those dudes is broken. Those dudes was broken.
What comes after what? Then they can try it on their own.
Yeah, we're looking at the video.
And also, all your manual options still work while you have this fuse.
I was gonna say, this whole time
you want to go sign up,
doing all these fancy combos and stuff. But like, if you want to, you can also do the auto combo. So if you're playing with a friend who's new and they pick the pulse fuse and they're learning the game, then you can still do all the fancy stuff you want to do with your character.
One of the most important things for us is being able to play with your friends. You know, we were hoping that this could also be one of those avenues to better enrich the duo play experience. When someone's brand new, they're having a good time, you're doing the more advanced stuff, you're actually playing the game together still. And again, like, they can take.
Oh, I'm happy I'm finally able to play the damn game.
There
Holy
is really,
crap!
Nice, especially the onboarding.
Finally, I can play this damn game.
To help people out.
I don't
have to like go to Evo or something just to play.
Pulse Fuse, like when we're testing a new champion, and I'm like, okay, what does this character do, right? And then I say, okay, these are my bread and butters. This is kind of what the champion's all about. And then I try to do it manually, and then I can quickly. It's just a quick way of onboarding to the character by playing and not like watching videos or
like anything. Tell us what you think about it.
Yeah.
You know, when you're playing with it.
I'm surprised they put on a fuse and it's not just tied in like DBFZ. DBFZ, it's on no matter what. You can't turn it off. Like if you mash light, it's gonna give you auto combo or medium or heavy. But in this game, they just put it on a fuse.
When you're trying with a friend.
Yeah,
I guess they don't want you abusing it.
Like when someone else plays it.
I mean, it's kind of trash in DBZ. Well, it's not trash, but like some characters auto combo is just not good.
You know this now, and like I'm gonna learn the regular combos. I'm really curious what people think. And when
I don't know. Some auto combos help with like stringing a combo together.
On your topic,
like after vanish,
you mentioned Ari has changed.
You kind of need to do it.
What's the difference between the
because it like adjusts your height
now? Because for me, I didn't end up learning her because I thought, well, this is gonna take me some time. Like she was a character that I was like, I think the floor is probably pretty high here, so when I have time at home, I'll learn the character. That was sort of the way I looked at it.
Really?
That's pretty crazy because you picked up Echo, which is like one of our more
right.
Yeah, what? I heard Echo. I heard the hardest is Echo, 100%, and then a little bit of what's his name, Yasuo.
Right?
Yeah.
Ari hard? I don't know about that.
I learned him, and I didn't have time for Ari. That was kind of what happened. I was like, I'll spend my time on Echo, and then whatever everybody else does with Yasuo, I'll steal that.
Ooh, are we hurting each other for sports?
Nah, Echo clone setup is gonna be great. 100%.
People love how she looks, how she plays, and then when they play her, they're like, oh man, this is an ammo system I have to manage. This is a really hard hump to get over. And a lot of feedback we got was, oh hey, when I hit
the balls that are floating around her.
And then I have to like find space to get it back. And most people can't do that. Nor is it that exciting, right? So you still see the 3 Foxfire charges, but there's no more like using the ammo and then having to manually recharge it.
Oh, good. I hate doing stuff like that.
Of Foxfire Blast, and now it just shoots a single Foxfire. But if you hit it a couple times, she'll do multiple hits. So you can just like do something really acrobatic.
Good. I don't feel like doing chores. I don't like chores characters, even though I'm base. I just played Bison today. I don't feel like doing stuff like that.
She does this Rekka, where you get paid, and she can continue the combo from there. And that's just because, like, hey, I see this character and I want to use her and I want to do something fun.
I gotta stop fighting and do some
shit. Did a really good job of giving you an opportunity to kind of like find this fun and this cool outcome and these acrobatics.
I don't have to do anything. I have to just keep rushing down my enemy until they die.
We still want to add the juice. Right. And so
I love chores characters. I hate that crap.
So go ahead and try it.
That stuff is annoying.
You know, put a mix on it.
Well, actually,
it starts to get really fun when you have an assist come out.
In Muni, I played that gun girl.
I have to guess what you're gonna do.
I kept having to reload over and over and over.
So if you do it again,
that shit was fun.
And I was any good at it, we could show you the counterplay. So you know, you can, if they're too predictable, you can hit her out of it. Then she's also got a down S1. Before, this used to be a bomb that would use all your charges, but now what it does is it creates this shot that homes in on you after a delay.
I wonder if they change it on.
And so you know, it's a little bit slow, but as you'd expect, you can actually
hope they do really because cool Yasuo. Every time I see Yasuo doing the same shit.
One just like quick example here, where if you call the assist and you switch to him, that still hangs out on the screen,
right?
And it's gonna go after.
Every time I see Yasuo come doing the cross slash, I don't really see that much
you can do with this thing.
Yeah, and I think she's like visually, she's really really cool, and obviously she's really popular. People like the character a lot, so it makes a lot of sense that.
I see the same combo every time we Yasuo, the cross slash.
I want to play her, she's really awesome, and they try and are like, oh god.
It's a slam down into
these changes,
the
especially these
super.
two changes together, seem like you're trying
I've
to
seen
figure out
it
ways
so many
for
times.
Players to jump in and then have access to things.
That's probably because that's just like
while
basic combo.
Kind of
like,
skill ceiling for people.
You just don't know.
I mean, you know, the last champion we saw, Lowy, obviously, she has like the just frames and all kinds of wild stuff and her tentacles. And I found
Lowy has
really
just frames. What?
There's a lot of things going on. So
what?
Yeah, it is cool.
She has just frames.
Side of both of those things.
What the?
I sort of reject this notion that like if you make it good for beginners and it's sort of is bad for experienced players. We want both, right? And that's very hard. And with Ari, we saw that like we were really nailing it for like the high skill players, but we were just missing for like new skill players. And so now everything that Sean says is like, how do we like raise the bar for everyone?
We're just like wanting people to like get to the fun quickly, feel like they can have an impact right away, and then cool, get into that flow state. Let me just get one more. And it's very tricky, right? Because it's a team game. We have to think about duo play. If you kill one champion too
just
quickly,
frames are
how
fun.
does that feel? And we're
unless it's electric.
To know from everybody playing and
I mean, like,
watching, like
Raina Stomp. Raina
like
Stomp, that
now?
stuff is fun. The timing for that.
Yeah, is the game too fast? Like, is
timing
like,
is
oh
fun.
Gosh, I got in there and died in 5 seconds. With versus games,
I don't mind playing just frame characters.
The games tend to take a little longer because people don't have fancy combos and stuff.
I mean, basically play
people are developing them pretty fast, even from just like playing on show floors. Every time I've given you guys feedback, you've come back and been like, all right, we tried it, or we looked into it and like we thought it made a lot of sense, or we did this change. And so there's always like a feeling of whatever I'm saying is not just like, yeah, all right, you say that's good, sure, guy. It does feel like, all right, this is what, we heard what you were trying here, we tried it like this.
One frame links? Oh, hell no.
That's being heard, and I'm looking forward to seeing
that Street Fighter 4 stuff.
No, you guys get for feedback once the game is playable.
Yeah, we're literally making this game for you, like the general you, of course, but also the general you out there, right? But that's all there is to it, right? Like we're in it to make a game for the FGP. That can be something that players enjoy for a really long time.
You've been talking a lot about feedback, give everybody feedback.
Well, hers is like an uppercut into like a kick.
Do I just like do like a follow-up after it? Or is there some kind of way that I communicate with Riot Games? I just write Dear Riot like it's Santa, or how does that work?
Right, so if you are in the playtest, we'll be sending out surveys, and so please fill out the survey. If you're not in the playtest, we're gonna let folks who are in the test stream, right? We'll be watching social media. We're not just gonna look at the surveys, we're gonna look at sort of the broader conversation that's happening around this video game. The other important thing is, thank you everyone who signed up in the past. For this one, you're gonna need to sign up again. Sorry about that. And the
just frame version?
Instructions and how to do all that.
Hers is a little different. She has
and it's also linked in the description.
When enemies on the floor, she stomps on them and then slams her hand on them. And like lightning effect comes out if she
sign up again.
Times it.
Thank you very much.
I'm sure everybody is down to sign up again. I'll be signing up again. So who can get involved? Like what places can I check this out? Is it everybody? Is it certain places? How are you rolling?
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely stream this if I get in.
With a few select regions. It'll be
I hope I get in.
We'll widen that out as we get closer to launch. But for now, this is.
I have to be scrambling if I don't get a code, bro. Actually, some of the 2XKO devs follow me on Twitter.
Keep it a little bit contained.
And
this is sort of like an inflection point.
Probably sauce up a code if I don't
time we play.
I hate doing that though.
We teach us something new about it.
I'd rather not.
Our whole approach. We're literally making this game.
Like, yo, can I get a code? I'm trying to do some videos. Like, I hate doing that
for a while. It sounds like everybody's gonna be able to sign up,
but it's annoying. I don't like having annoyed devs for a
they can
fucking
check out the
code.
YouTube description wherever it is. Sign up. Make sure you get in there. But what else is, should we be looking forward to in this? Is there going to be more news, more information? Is it just like you guys are vanishing off the face of the earth until this thing is out? Like, what should I be looking forward to?
Yeah, for sure we'll have more information about like how this works and what's going to be in it in the weeks leading up to the test. And if you're going to EVO, you'll be able to take a sneak peek at the build there.
Nice. Cool. So that'll be there, playable, local play is in it.
Local play.
I want to emphasize that local play exists.
Yeah, to be clear, that will just be the local play version of it. And so all the around game stuff we talked about will come at the Alpha Lab moment.
This is our first step in sort of the next leg of the journey.
You got EVO money?
As we get closer to launch, there'll be
more
of these.
You got EVO money for us? You paying for us?
Not sure quite when. A lot of it will be based on what we learn from this test and how long it takes us to respond.
If I got a code, I can share it with another.
Yeah. Thanks for you two sitting down with me, inviting me in here to chit chat about the game. Thanks everybody watching at home. We'll catch you guys next time with more info on 2XKO.
Cool. I wish they would upload more gameplay, like more consistently. They barely ever show gameplay because they're trying to save like the builds for like Evo and stuff. Yeah, look at this. There's barely any videos up here. These are music. We saw this 2 months ago, 4 months ago. Yeah, they barely be uploading. But we're about to get a lot of news next month since Evo's next month.